Hello, guys. You are welcome to this YouTube channel, and today we'll be going live with my. Hello, guys. Yeah, you are all welcome to this event. This a live stream event with Mr. Naheem Uthman. Uh, Mr. Naheem, you are welcome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for having me. I can hear you loud and clear.
Wow, that is great. So, without wasting much of the time, guys, it's very great to be here with Mr. Naheem Uthman, a creative designer, and we want to look at how to market using design contents. Mr. Naheem Uthman will be taking us through these events. I wish we learn so much from him. He's a very resourceful person, and he has, given us the time. So, without wasting much of the time, you are welcome to Palladium Innovation. My name is Fetga Majid, and here with me live is Mr. Naheem Uthman. How are you doing, bros?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you once again for having me. I am super glad to be here. Good evening, everyone. This is the physical appearance of Naheem Uthman, the founder of SMB Global, another platform that teaches financial education through smartphone. And over years, I've succeeded in training over 4,000 Africans how to turn their smartphone into a media tool and money-making machine like I do. And today, I've been called upon to discuss how to market using design content. Can we please? I could hear a music background. Am I right?
Yeah,
Or,
yes, yes.
can we please turn it up? Sorry, please. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Thank you. So I've been called upon to discuss how to market using design content. And without wasting our time, I'm actually not here to tell a story. I'm here to hit the nail on the head because that is the reason why we are here. And let's take a look at what content is all about and why actually do we need content as an individual or as a business owner, as an organization, which is very important. Content is very important to the success of our business. One of the reasons why your competitors, many people who are doing what you are doing as well, are doing better than you is because they are good at putting out reasonable content. And we have series format of content, and the one we are here to discuss today is what we call design content. And if you look into what design content is, we can categorize it into probably three, which is the first one is graphic content, the second one is video content, while the last one is web content, like websites. Because if you take a look at what website is about, it contains your textual content, your video content sometimes, and as well the graphical content. But today I'm going to be major into the first two, which are the video content and the graphical content. Now, why actually do we need this feature? And this is what we call visual content as well. When we talk about video, we talk about graphics. So this is what we call visual content, which is part of design content. So why actually do we need visual content to promote our business or to promote our self-organization? Research has it that when you put out a visual content, people resonate with it. People get to connect with it 600 times more faster, more than other form of content. Comparing your visual content with your textual content, so people get to connect with it. For example, right now, the content we are giving you right now is what we call what? It is what we call visual content because this is form of video. You can see me, you can see Mr. Majid, and you can see me talk. You can see how I'm putting my gesticulation here and there. So it will resonate with you more than me just coming on WhatsApp or coming on Facebook, LinkedIn to just put out intellectual content. So that is one of the reasons why we actually need to start using visual content, which is design content, to sell ourselves, to promote ourselves. So that is one of the reasons. Now, the other reason is that when we take a look at the level of engagement visual content has compared to textual content, you will see that pulls apart. It is uncomparable because people want to know what you're talking about. People enjoy to hear rather than read. That's why you see a lot of people using a lot of people enjoy hearing audiobooks. They prefer hearing audiobooks to reading physical books. I hope you're getting my point because you want to hear me rather than you just read what I put on the screen, or you want to see me rather than just reading what I put on the. So the importance of you using visual content can never ever be overemphasized. Visual content is used to gain to gain engagement, okay, to educate your audience, to increase engagement, to educate your audience, to do what? To promote your brand. I do tell people if you are a small business owner and you want to grow your business as fast as possible, please enjoy the use of graphical and video content. Enjoy the use of visual content, and it is very, very easy right now, whether you know how to design or you don't know how to design. So there's a particular application you can use on your smartphone, which is Canva. You can use on your smartphone to acquire this. I personally use Canva to design websites. Yes, to design. I have series of websites I design using Canva that I use to sell my product and services. So you can use Canva to do what? To design graphical content. You can use Canva to design video content as well. Okay, so this is what we can do with our smartphone. I'm talking about using your smartphone to do all these things. So the importance, and as well, you using using visual content, you use it to retain attention of your audience. It's retain attention because it stores the memory of what transpired in your visual content, in your graphical content, in your video content, in the head of your audience. I hope I'm getting my point. So now let's quickly look into how to create design content strategy. How do we create design content strategy? The first thing we need to understand here is the fact that you should be specific about your brand goals. You should be specific about what your brand goals. Now, the brand we are talking about, the organization we are talking about, what exactly is the purpose? What are the goals of your brand? So when you know the goals of your brand, you'll be able to use the design content to communicate the goals, the purpose, what you are trying to achieve as far as your brand is all about, or the goal of your product you are trying to promote with what? With your design content. That's the first thing you need to know. Okay, this particular design content I want to start right now. What exactly is the particular goal? And your goal could be just to probably first to educate your audience. Firstly, to educate your audience. And we all know, because we are here to serve, I'm here to talk about how to market using design content. Even though marketing it's actually not totally about you collecting money from people. You can market yourself just for you to get people to take action. For example, right now, we aren't here, we market this program right now, but we don't market it just because we want to collect money from people. We market it because we want to educate them, or probably we want to tell more about what this brand is all about. So if that is your goal, to make you to have a strategy to communicate your message to your audience using design content. Your goal could be to educate your audience. Okay, it could be to entertain them, because we use design as well to entertain. We use design content to entertain as well. So it could be for you to convert them, to collect money from them. Yes, that is it. But what I do tell people when this comes to marketing is the main goal of you marketing your product is just for you to make people to take action. And that action could either be to come on board, to learn from you, to buy from you, to do something, to donate. It could be to donate. Okay. Now, once you know your goal, it will help you to structure the type of content you want to put out. Another one is you identify who your target audience are. And I'm going to be using this particular section as an example. We all know that we have a particular target audience in mind before putting out this particular section. This section, if you had to ask me, okay, who are our target as far as this section is concerned? One, it could be graphic designers. Yes. Or most importantly, are business owners who want to do what? Who want to promote their business. And that is why we are able, you particularly the anchor, you are the host, I'm a facilitator, I'm a speaker here, but let me just be directing it to you. You know that, okay,
Yes.
the type of audience you want on this particular section are people who are looking forward to sell with what? With design content. And that is why you say, okay, how to market. You specifically use that word, the word market. We know that, okay, I am marketing, my neighbors are marketing, other people are marketers. Okay, when I hear the word marketing, that keyword talks about me. And if I'm looking forward to marketing with design content, which is very important, because if you want to grow fast as a small business owner, you should start leveraging the use of design content, graphical design, web design, and as well video design content. So you are able, because you know who your audience are, you are able to communicate that message to get them on board, to get them to talk, to come and see what this class is all about. So identify your audience. When you identify your audience, you will be able to know the type of content you are to give out to them. Now, know your channel. Know your channel. We understand that the best channel to convey this message we are conveying right now is what? Is YouTube. We could use Facebook as well. Okay, we could use Instagram as well. But we know that, okay, for the goal of of this particular section, we understand that, okay, the best channel we could go for is what? Is YouTube, which we are here right now. And when we talk about channel, the type of content you are putting out will determine the channel you want to use and the goal you want to achieve. Now, for example, now when we talk about graphical content, the size of the content, the size of the flyer you can use on Facebook is probably it's not the same with the one you can use on Instagram. Okay, probably for Facebook, it is very appropriate to use a square design, on Instagram, you can use square design as well, and you can use one we call, I think, portraits 1080 by 1350. So when you know your channel, you will know which. So when you know the content you are putting out, so you will know the channel that is best for you. So another one is for you just to build the right team, because putting out content can be taxi. I really must tell you. So if you are a business owner and you have a structure, so it is very important you build a team around the content you want to promote. I really must tell you, I'm a content creator. When it comes to making videos, designing for my brand, I know how tasky it could be. And if you have audience, if you have the capacity to build a team as a business owner, please build a team and delegate to them. And if you do not have that particular structure right now, so you can hire graphic designers to do it for you. But I am actually a what's it called? I've forgotten the word to use. I'm an advocate of you designing your graphical content yourself. Yes. But then I do tell people, do not use bad design to promote yourself. In the name of, okay, I can design on my own. If you want to do it on your own, make sure you learn how to use it effectively. Make sure you learn how to do it effectively. If you want to start using Canva, make sure you learn how to do it effectively. If you want to start using Pixel app with your smartphone, make sure you learn how to use it effectively. So I want to build your brand or your the right team, or you look forward to people who would design for you. So the next thing is just for you to brainstorm about your ideas. That is where content calendar comes in. It is very important you have content calendar. That is where content calendar comes in. For this particular month of August that we are going into in a couple of days, okay, what are the things I want to put out in the first week? What are the things content I want to put out in the second week? So that will make you to be organized. You won't be thinking, which content do I need to put out today? Or you are already organized. You know what to do at this particular point in time. This morning, I'm going to put Monday motivation. And you design a flyer talking about, okay, Naheem Uthman brand, okay, Monday motivation. You write a quote, you put your handles beneath, and then you use that to motivate your audience using what? Graphical content. And beneath you can add a caption, a short caption to it as well. So Tuesday you have something you can come on YouTube on Wednesday and say, okay, so Monday, Tuesday tech or Wednesday tech, just to talk about what your audience want to hear. So that is how to market yourself. Remember, I told you that marketing is not typically about you collecting money from people. And when you want to sell to people, you must know that it takes a journey. It takes a journey, and that is something we call buyer's journey. For example, right now, I'm just getting to know about you not quite long. I'm just getting to know about you not quite long. Now, it would be very unwise of me to just meet you the first day and say, okay, come and buy what I'm selling. No, it is unwise. You feel like I don't even know you. I don't know the value I bring to the market. But right now, you see me talk right now. You'll be like, say, this man gets more brain. No, you're starting to like me. Why? Because I've been trying to create to bridge that gap from the place of not knowing me to the place of getting to know me right now. So there's something we call buyer's journey, and you can use your content, your daily content, your weekly content, your monthly content to take your buyer from point A, which is the point of unknown, to point Z, which is the point of knowing you, that anything you bring to the market, they are ready to buy it. So that is the place of content, and which you can actually leverage design content to do what? To achieve that. So I have talked about the fact of you brainstorming your ideas. And when you are brainstorming your content idea, that is where you actually need content calendar to put you in shape to know what to do at a particular point in time. And there is something I do tell people: when you are putting out content, there is something we call content repurposing. Content repurposing. I was going through my archive, I think 2 days ago, and I saw some quotes that are fascinating, that are very, very powerful. And I remember that I made this post nearly a year ago. And when I reshared those quotes, people were now commenting like, wow, this is amazing. Imagine I didn't document that particular post at that particular point in time. I'll just be looking at, what do I need to post this morning? No, I don't even know what to post again. But the fact that I archive my content, be it graphical content, video content, or textual content, when you have them in store. And how do I do that? Anything I post on WhatsApp, I make sure I create a group. I'll be the only one in that group. So you probably can add maybe your second account or your friend's account. After creating the group, you remove them. And your content, you can segment your content, you can save your content in that group. And when you keep on backuping your WhatsApp, anytime you go there, you have them there, you use it. Let's assume that particular content right now, it was a textual content, and I'll come back just to convert it to a video content, like a slide or a graphical content. I can reuse it across all my social media handles. So that is the area of you brainstorming your content idea and you having content calendar. Another thing you should look into as well when you want to market with design content is for you to sell a story. You can use a flyer to tell a story. You can use a video to tell a story. And because I do tell people story sells, forget it. But many people don't want to share their story because they believe, okay, they aren't ripe enough to share their story. There is something we call progress story, and there's something we call success story. I haven't told my success story because I believe I'm not yet that successful like I want to be. But there's something we call progress story. So let your audience know where you are coming from with your content. Let them know where you are and let them know where you are going to. So that type of content, be it textual, graphical, or video, you can just do a 2-minute video to tell your audience the problem you are passing through. Yes, because when you try to make yourself vulnerable to your audience at some point in time, they feel like, okay, so that means Naheem Uthman goes through a lot as well. And at this particular point in time, he went through this and he was able to overcome it. So when you tell your audience, okay, at so point, probably 2 years ago, you used to be broke, you used to be depressed, but the fact that you know how to use your smartphone, start leveling your smartphone, do this, do that, you're able to start making money and these things. Oh, I was 2 years ago, Naheem Uthman was in the shoe I am presently. And just between 2 years, he has been able to make money. That means if he can do it, if he could do it, I can do it as well. So these are part of the stories you can tell using carousel. There is something we call carousel, a 9 to 10 page design content. You can use on what? You can use on Instagram. You can use it on LinkedIn. You can use it on Facebook. But it's mostly used on what? On Instagram. So these are the stories we can tell using what? Either graphical content, so to say, or video content. Okay, either graphical content or video content. So you can market using design content by leveraging storytelling. So now, once you are able to put all these things together, you're specific about your brand goals, your know who your audience are, you choose your channel right, the channel of communication, you choose it right, you brainstorm the idea, you build a team, or you look for people who are going to be designing for you, or you want to be designing for yourself. Now you put all these things together to tell a story. Haven't done that, now perfect your design. Perfect what? Perfect your design. Now, how do you perfect your design? This is you now taking all the ideas you've generated into what? Into graphical content. I'm going to be breaking it down to graphical content right now. When we talk about graphical content, it is a content that you can, for example, right now, you can take a 500 words content and convert it to just one page flyer, because they say that pictures speak pictures speak 1,000 words, and that is it. Pictures speak 1,000 words, and that is it. If you take a particular picture of a particular environment right now, people will be able to connect with it than you just describing what that particular area is all about. Okay, so imagine right now I want to talk about how my workspace look like. I'm not telling you, okay, I have one jug here, I have my book bin here, I have my laptop here. You see, it's taking time. You won't be able to connect with it immediately. But just let me snap it and send it to you. You will connect, you know where everything is.
Sure.
So you will know what? You will know where everything is. Now, how do you perfect your graphical content? How do you perfect? The first thing you need to know when putting out the graphical content is what message are you trying to pass across? And that was what you did with the flyer you used to market this particular product. You made it so that, okay, we are coming here to do what? To learn how to market using design content. That is the main purpose. That is the main message you try to pass across as far as this section is concerned. Now, your message could be you want to wish someone happy anniversary, happy this, happy convocation, happy this. That could be your message. So get your message right. And when you get your message right, let your message be the first thing or the main thing your audience are going to see. How do you do that? You can actually make the font bigger. How do I get my point? You can actually make the font bigger. You can use a very powerful color. You can use red. When you use red, you see people with the people will see it. So you can make the font more playful. You can underline it, you can bolding it, you can italize it, just for people to lay emphasis, to have their focus on the main message of your content. I hope I am communicating. I actually hope my people are feeling the vibe. So that is the first thing. Now the second one is the quality of your design. It is very important. It is very important. See, there are people who will judge you by the quality of the content you put on social media. Because if you can't deliver, if you can't give us something reasonable to fall our eyes on, how would we trust you? So you want to sell to them, you want to market to us, and you are using a very poor design. No, people won't buy from you. So whenever you are putting your graphical content out, let it be top notch, let it be professional. Let the quality be high. And that is why I do recommend when you are designing using Canva, when you're designing using Canva and you're designing a square design, make sure you go by 3200 by 3200 pixel. 3200 by 3200 pixel, because doing that, you are going to get a very good quality, eye-catchy design. So the quality of design is very important. Okay, the quality of the design is very important. I've talked about message. Now another one is you want to design yourself. Let's assume you want to design yourself right now. So make sure you learn how to design properly, because the alignment is very important. The structure of the design. The structure of your design. So do you want to put all your content at the middle? Using the flyer of this section. Oh, time don't go. Okay, let's see how it goes. Using the particular section of this, the particular flyer of this section as an example. If you take a look at the content, you see that the contents the series of the content, everything on that flyer is being centralized. You can have the structure of your content like that. And you can have them being aligned to the left and right. You can use both left and right, and you spare the middle, or you can use part of the middle as well. So the structure of design is very important. And if you are designing yourself, I'm saying this because these days, because I actually have trained over 4,000 people that paid me to learn how to design, over 4,000. And I'm saying it because a lot of people are waking up to the fact that, okay, I can design on my own as well. And if you want to do it, please, if you want to do it on your own, make sure you do it well. That is why I'm saying this for people who want to design on their own. Please go and learn how to design. If you're looking for someone who could be of help, I am available here for you. But it's not free, sir. You're going to pay me for that. So the point is, I'm sorry for
Of
advertising
course.
myself.
No,
So
we will do that definitely. Yeah.
okay, all right, no problem. So make sure you structure your design. Make sure you structure your design very well. Alignment is very important. Now, when it comes to you perfecting your design, another thing we need to look into is the content, the main content of your design. The main content. That is where the skill of copywriting comes in. If you know how to persuade people very well, you can collect money from anybody from any part of the world. The knowledge of copywriting is very important. Now, how do you structure the content of your graphical content? I had a free class not long ago about how to use Canva, and I was able to get over 1,000 people to join that particular class. Over 1,000 people to join that particular class. If I showed you the promise I made, because I knew I was going to deliver, I said, this is what I said on my website as well. The name of the course was the Ultimate Free Canva Class. So the Ultimate Canva Money Free Class, so to say. So I was going to teach them how to make money with Canva. The ultimate, even the word, when you use the word ultimate, it sounds somehow. People are going to connect with it. That is where you choosing the right word for your flyer is very important. Or when you're making the video, the first two lines of your video should be very catchy. It should be very catchy. If you're able to grab their attention in the first 50 seconds, believe you me, they are going to watch your video to the end. If you're able to catch their attention the first 30 seconds, they lay their eyes on your flyer, believe you me, you are going to close them to take action. So I said the ultimate Canva money free class. That the word ultimate is very powerful. The word free in that there is very powerful, because I'm telling them, okay, I want to teach you, because people know I teach people how to make money with Canva, how to use Canva, and I collect money from them. They are not free. Let me join this. This is free. I've been looking for a way to learn from him before. This is free. So the choice of what is very important, the ultimate and free. That was why I was able to get over 1,000 people to get that class in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
And even in that 2 weeks, there are days I didn't even talk about it. I was able to get them to join the class in just probably 7 or 6 days. So, and then I made a promise: join this group. Oh, how did I even put it? This is it. Do not join this. Skip this free class if you are confident of making a minimum of 300,000 naira every month. Do not join this class. Like, skip this free class if you are confident of making a minimum of 300,000 naira in a month using your smartphone. I've been able to, I knew who my target audience are.
Wow.
I know that I'm looking for people who haven't been making up to 300,000 naira on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis. And if you know that you are in that shoe, my word will eat you like, I have not made 300,000 in a month before. Let me join this class. Those are the people I was looking for. So I'm talking about this. I'm using myself as an example just for you to know that Sales happens what? Intentionally. It happens intentionally. If you want to make sense, you want to market, and you want people to get your message from you, you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about it. So that is where copywriting comes in, as far as marketing with the design content is all about. Don't say because should be this flyer I want to design. I don't need to learn how to write to persuade people now. You actually need to learn it, because there is copy in your. There is a place for you using copy, using triggers, using psychological triggers in your design content, which is very important. So another one I want to talk about here is your call to action. Your flyer must have call to action. Your flyer has what? A message. You made the promise. Now the call to action. It could be for them just to come and watch this live video. Now, click the link on the next slide, or click the link around this flyer, click the link around this content to join this class. Do this. Okay, pay into this. You must have a call to action. And most importantly, let your call to action be one. Don't confuse your audience. If you want to collect money from them, tell them you want to collect money. Pay into this account. If you want them to click link, tell them, okay, click this link, use this link. If you want them to call the number, okay, call this number. If you want them to chat you up, okay, chat me on this. So call to action is very important, which is what we call CTA. It is what? It is very important. So I believe with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you that you can sell more. You can sell more on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, by using what? Design content, by applying everything I just discussed with you. I actually plan to spend probably 10 minutes here, but see me right now, I spent over 30 minutes. So thank you for having me, and I'm super glad to be here. Thank you.
In fact, we really appreciate you. We say thank you. And in fact, you've given us the framework to start marketing our business, using creative design. And we really appreciate it. Uh, Once again, live with you is Mr. Naeem Uthman, who has been taking us through the core of bringing your business online, the core of marketing your business online, how to market using design content. He talked about varieties of content in terms of video, audio, text, web, and the likes. And he talked about the framework that you should have in order to bring your business online in terms of your creatives, your designs, your team, and a lot more. Of course, you can always watch this video. It's live and it's always available on our YouTube channel so that you can get the replay of everything we've just went through. Uh, I would be expecting that if you want to reach out to Mr. Naeem Uthman, probably you'll be kind enough to give us your website or your contact, because we can actually put it on this channel. And of course, it will also be available in the description so that you have it for subsequent need. There's a question here, and the question is just because of the time, probably we'll just take one or two. The first question says that is it only Canva that we can use for creative content or creative design?
Okay, thank you. Actually, during the course of my presentation, I talked about two different apps. And the reason why I talk about those two different apps is because they are the application, they are the software you can use using your smartphone. So the first one, which I major in, is Canva. You can actually use Canva using your smartphone, your iOS, your Android, your laptop, your tab. I hope you're getting my points. But because many of us here, many of us do not have a laptop. Many people don't have a laptop. So that is why I encourage the use of your smartphone, because your smartphone is very powerful. So that is the first one, which is Canva. Another one is Pixel Lab. Pixel Lab. So Pixel Lab is powerful as well. Pixel app is very, very powerful. So you can leverage that as well. So another one is Adobe Spark Post. Adobe Spark Post. It is very powerful as well. So Adobe Spark Post. It is very powerful, but it isn't as common as Canva and Pixel App. People use Canva and Pixel App a lot. So there's PixArt as well. There are a lot of people using PixArt to design as well. But then I think it is not basically for design app. It's an editing app. But people use PixArt as well to design. But you can just look into Canva, look into Pixel App, and you can look into Spark Post as well. So I think you can go with those three. You can go with those three.
Great. Uh, the second question here is, how can I make money from creative design?
Okay.
How can I make money from creative design? So the question is looking towards, how do I convert these skill sets into value?
The point is the place of graphical content or the place of graphic designers in the world right now is very, very powerful, because let's assume there's no business you can bring into life right now that actually won't uh, require the service of graphic designers. Okay, you want to create a logo, you will actually go through graphic designer. So you want to promote your course, you want to promote your business, physical business or digital business, you actually need the service. When we want to promote we're looking forward to promoting this particular class right now. I believe probably maybe one of your team designed that for you. And for someone to be part of your team, you're actually paying them. Or probably you look for someone
Yeah.
who would actually design it for you and you pay them. So the first thing you need to know is, because I see a lot of people if I learn graphic design, everybody is now learning graphic designer, everybody wants to design. No, if everybody now learns how to design, what are we going to be designed for? Let me tell you, we all can be graphic designers. And there are millions of people out there. You can even go outside the border, outside Nigeria, to see people who are ready to give you money, who are ready to give you dollar. Right now, dollar is over 700 naira. Right? $1 is over 700 naira right now. So there are millions of people out there, there are thousands of people out there who are ready to pay you. What you just need to do is, the first thing, know your onions. Learn how to design very well. When you know how to design very well, there are millions of people out there. The reason why I'm getting people to design for, the reason I'm getting people to teach how to design is because I know how to design. And I have portfolios, I have designs I've done before. And I have portfolio to show them, okay, this is what I've done before. This is people I've helped to promote their business, and these are the amazing things they are doing as far as their business is concerned. So people are ready to pay you in as much you are ready to put the structures, the systems, and the strategies to getting money from them in place. Now, the first one is you knowing your onions. Learn how to design very well. It is very important. Learn how to design very well. Now, uh, have design portfolios. And one of the ways you can get that is to start designing for people. Volunteer as a graphic designer. And when you volunteer, you make design for them free of charge, and you can use that design in your own portfolio. Let's assume I come to you right now and say, okay, I want you to design for me, you as a graphic designer. I will ask you, what have you done in the past? So you can just come in and send me all those free designs you've done for those organizations, and then say, wow, you did this. Okay, how much is your charge? Okay, this, and I pay you. You get your money. I hope you're getting my point. But many people don't want to do free work. You will see them say, no, I burn data to learn how to design. I pay for courses. I do this. I can't do free design for you. And you don't have portfolio. You better start designing for people. And when you have probably like 5, 10 designs, and then you have something to share to anybody who is coming to do what, to give you. I do tell people, more than 70% of the designs I have in my first 2 years of designing using Canva are free designs I did for my friends and organizations. More than 70%. And I used it to sell my courses. I used it to collect money from people to design for them. So no one will know. So learn how to design, know your onions, learn how to design, do free designs, build your portfolio, and start making reasonable noise. Start sharing your progress, start writing content, Start. You can even join challenge. You can give yourself 15-day challenge if you know you can design free for people. Okay, fine, no problem. Then have a challenge, 10-day challenge. And when you have a 10-day challenge, you actually start, okay, this is my challenge day one. You share it on social media. People will start to know, okay, you are actually a graphic designer.
You are working on your part. Yeah.
You are working on your part. And then they will, when they need a graphic designer, they say, oh, this man is doing fine. He has been consistent with this. Okay, let me hire him. So there are a series of things you can leverage on as well. But the question of this class is too minimal to discuss that. So you can see me off camera. Okay.
Of course, definitely you can see Naheem Uthman because his contact is actually available on the screen. Guys, we've really taken much time of this. There's lots to gain from him. Kindly, you can check out the description. You are going to see his contact. Direct chat to him, and you can always ask question. You can always appreciate the value he has given to us. So I'm saying thank you for being a part of this session, and I hope and I pray that subsequently we will be able to do some further collaborations. And definitely, if you do us the honor, we would like to invite you because there are a lot of things you can bring on board. There are a lot of questions that are also within the list that we are having from our audience. We have more than 1,000 subscribers on this channel. My name once again is First Gamojid. Just to introduce myself once again to my, my guest. And with you guys, with you, we have Naeem Uthman, who is very, very great with his creative design, who is also a great teacher. He has taught more than 4,000 students, and this is just growing. The list is just growing. Okay, he has lot of support available and has lot of audience, a community to help you out. In fact, you have a lot to relate with. You have a lot of people to work with. It can really help you to do that, and that is just by the way. So I really say thank you for coming out for this event, and I say any closing remark.
Thank you for having me. I actually love to come in and share my little knowledge with people. And thank you for having me once again. So, what I would just want to say right now, I will borrow the quote of one of my ogas. So, use what you have, for what you have is plenty. That smartphone you have in your hand. I'm an advocate of you using your smartphone. I do tell people, with if you have a smartphone and data connection, you are a potential millionaire. Mhm. If you have a smartphone and a data
Sure.
connection, you are a potential millionaire. The question now is, when are you unlocking the potential? All right, thank you for
Yeah.
having me. Thank you.
So,
Thank you once
guys,
again for
thank you,
having me.
and I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Uh, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and be a part of my community. I wish you all the best. Thank you, and bye for now.